You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford. Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the Whitehorse Pike in Summerdale.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sterling High School Channel 19. Channel 19 presents high school girls basketball. The Sterling Lady Knights going against the Cherokee Chiefs. And we're going to take a little bit of time here to have the Sterling Lady Knights introduce themselves.
Marley Sire, senior, Yellen School, Stratford. Jasmine Johnson, sophomore, Magnolia Public, Magnolia.
Nia Holloway, junior, Alice Costello, Brooklawn.
Tatiana Johnson, junior, Magnolia Public, Magnolia.
And we're back here, courtside. You see the Sterling Lady Knights being introduced. As you had met them, there you look at the Cherokee Chiefs. Here are the standings from last year. Obviously, we're not that far into this year. Sterling at 14-0, a perfect 14-0 in the division. Conference champs, 24-4 overall, followed by Haddonfield, Collingswood, West Deptford Heights, and Overbrook rounding out the pack in the Colonial Liberty standings last year. And this is a Sterling Lady Knight team that has high hopes, a lot of girls returning. Obviously, the big one is LaTanya Barry, who just has had an outstanding career here at Sterling High School and is looking forward for a big senior year. A lot of depth on this Sterling team, a lot of girls playing who have seen a lot of varsity time last year. And they're playing the #1 team in South Jersey, the Cherokee Chiefs. And Rob Strauss comes in here with us. And Cherokee is the type of team that I think Coach Kylie O'Donnell likes to play throughout the regular season because, Rob, we always say these types of games get you ready for the playoffs, even though it's early right now, but it works towards getting you battle tested.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a great barometer here. Group 4 school coming in early in the year. You get the chance to see what this team's really got. Coming off of, and we mentioned this in the boys game earlier, coming off of a back-to-back situation here. You've got 2 games in less than 24 hours, so it'll be interesting to see how Sterling comes out. I know the boys came out a little slow to start the game against Camden Charter about an hour and a half ago. But there's the person you want to key on right there. LaTanya Barry is just a phenomenal basketball player, eyeing up 1,000 points. She's about 92 points away from that, and about 100 rebounds away from 1,000 for her career. And a quick tip and easy finish by Katie Fricker.
You can see right now with the press, Cherokee's looking to put pressure on and be aggressive early on.
Holloway loses it, and it's going to be a travel. And Cherokee will restart.
Holloway's going to pick up the ball defensively at midcourt.
Stays here.
Good job getting hands on the ball right there by Nia Holloway, a junior, but a starter since her freshman year.
Apostar to inbound. Finds Fricker. Apostar being hassled there by Holloway. Now the matchup of Barry against Tarian. Tarian up top. And a little miscommunication there with Apostar. Tarian throws it away.
Yeah, Tarian, one of the better players in South Jersey. We were watching her in the pregame, was draining some threes. So she can definitely shoot from the outside.
And it's going to be a push-off foul. That's going to go against Nia Holloway. You have to think that somebody like Tatiana Johnson and Marley Sire are going to get some great looks and opportunities because of all the attention that LaTanya Barry is going to bring.
And you can see Barry and Tarian are really battling. It's a physical battle away from the ball.
And we an offensive foul, excuse me, a 5-second call or a 5-second call. Tatiana Johnson inbound. She's got to do it quick, finds Barry.
That's one where even if she's guarded, just get the ball up high to LaTanya Barry.
Holloway on the drive all the way, can't get it to fall, and rebound to Recinto. Much different start to this game than the boys' game about a couple hours ago. I think the two teams combined for 20 points in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game.
It was a track meet. A lot of turnovers and a lot of scoring in that boys' game.
Tarian for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound to Sire. Strong rebound by Marley Sire down low. And I mean, down the stretch and throughout the season, they're really going to depend on her as being one of those pivotal players on the starting 5.
Well, especially in this game because you're seeing Barry and Tarian at times go out in the high post, so it's going to rely on Marley Sire.
Fricker. No good. Rebound to Recinto. She's fouled. She'll go to the line.
And you see right here, they go right at Marley Sire, who gets her first foul.
Second team foul. That's going to bring the freshman, Gabby Recinto, to the line. Hits the first. Not often you see a freshman in a varsity starting lineup in a game of this magnitude.
Yeah,
it just goes to show on a #1 team, goes to show how important she is and the job that she's done with this squad. And their coaching staff has got to be thrilled that they have a freshman that they're going to be counting on for the next 4 years. Johnson all the way out of control, goes out of bounds, will be Cherokee basketball.
You see them guarding Johnson right here and just kind of keeping the hands up and just fending her off further away from the basket. Good defense there by Cherokee.
3 on the way by Fricker. No good. Rebound, LaTanya Barry.
Yeah, that's a real strong rebound by LaTanya Barry down low. Trying to make a statement here early on.
Sterling still looking for their first points of this contest. 4-0. And a telegraph pass, pick off by McCaffrey. McCaffrey all the way, lays it in. And a timeout, Sterling.
Yeah, you're going to have to rely on ball fakes against the Cherokee team, and obviously is dynamic on the offensive end, but also really does a good job hedging right there on the defensive end and is able to pick the pass off. And that's a long pass, too. You telegraph those long passes, that's easy pickings.
So the Lady Knights starting similar to the way the boys started out, kind of slow. And if you're Coach Marchese there, you're just calming everybody down and just saying, hey, look, relax. Yeah. We've got this. Let's get it started. Some alumni in the house. Jordan Wallace, class of 2016, and is making a big, big scene at Rutgers. Off to a great start. Got a chance to talk to her earlier. What a great job she's done starting now, and there she is donning the Rutgers scarlet red there. And what a great job she did here, and obviously over at Rutgers now playing for C. Vivian Stringer.
Yeah, I know they struggle. You know, they're always a prominent program. Struggled for a couple years there, but they're back on the map.
And it helps to have somebody like Jordan Wallace in there, and it's just, she's so thrilled to come back here. She was so excited to come back. She went in the trainer's room. We got a chance to talk to a lot of the staff here, and I said, it feels like you just left here. And she's like, you're not kidding.
I can't believe she's a senior. Wow.
There's your first bucket for Sterling. Tatiana Johnson down low, and Sterling is now on the board.
Tatiana Johnson does a lot of little things, but that was a big thing right there. Getting the ball, putting it back up in traffic, getting that first basket.
Sterling, top of the key for three, yes.
And Sterling's going to have to defend that shot a little bit better, because like I said, in the pregame, she was making those shots, and got to get somebody out on her.
Holloway to Sire. Sire can't get the fall. Berry battling with Terrian down low. That's one you're to watch pretty much all afternoon long.
Yeah, and the shame of it there was she had herself in good position. Sometimes the ball just takes a high and away bounce, and that's what happened.
We'll try and get Jordan Wallace on our broadcast as well. See if she'd be willing to be great to hear some insight. Marley Sire gets the block and goes off a Cherokee out of play. Another alumni in the house, Erica Hoffman, class of 2012, part of the Cherokee High School basketball program now as the freshman coach on their bench. And it's got to be mixed for her to come back here. But welcome back to the Castle, Erica Hoffman. Holloway, don't know how they didn't get a travel call there, but it winds up in the hands of Cherokee anyway. Terrian walks. 9-2, and we're halfway through this opening quarter.
Yeah, I think when we get situations where we're dribbling into traffic, gotta think about possibly just circling back and resetting the offense.
And take a look at Erica Hoffman there on the left. She's a science teacher over at Cherokee. Doing great things over there, and I know she loves coming back here. And that's gonna be a travel again. So turnovers for both teams here and successive trips down the floor. Joining our broadcast to my right, Lexi Lambertino, one of the starting goalkeeper here for the girls soccer team, making her first appearance. Welcome to our broadcast. You get to see it from the other side now.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
Terrian can't get it to fall, rebound to Berry, and they're going to call a jump ball. And Lexi, I don't know how well you could translate this to a soccer perspective, but when your team is not really clicking offensively, what do you say to your team, being the last line of defense there? How do you guys calm yourselves down?
They just got to settle down and put the ball in the net. Settle down and work together.
And you're always barking out commands from the goalkeeper. I know you're very vocal between the pipes there, and it's easy to get it out of control when your team's not clicking.
Yeah.
But it's your job to settle them down. And Coach Caracho, of course.
Of course.
A lot of turnovers. Yeah. 4 straight traveling calls, if not more, by both of these teams.
Yeah, I think just in a lot of ways you're seeing Sterling just the general look is they just right now don't feel comfortable out there. I don't know if it's nerves going against a top flight team or what, but you know, and I think it'll come. They just have to settle themselves down.
Sire with the block down low, and it will be they're going to call another jump ball, be Sterling basketball.
I think we just need to settle down and talk to each other on defense.
Sterling going to make some substitutions.
Well, that's what you want. If the rhythm isn't there offensively, you want to be able to battle and hustle and dive all over the floor, and you're definitely, as we just saw there, seeing that from Sterling.
Holloway almost has it deflected away, and it'll be another jump ball. Neither team really able to set up their offensive set here, Kevin.
No, it's yeah, it's definitely been neither one's gotten a rhythm. I mean, Cherokee's got the points, but not necessarily through good half-court offensive set.
Nice down low from Katie Fricker to find Alexa Terrian. She has 5.
Now, that's a great job of Fricker driving low, drawing the defense her way. But you always want to know where Tarian is at all times on the floor.
Post up for Sire. She's double teamed, and they call another travel. Good defense by Cherokee early on the Sterling bigs.
Yeah, they're really doing a good job collapsing down low, and Sterling right now, and they're going to be able to continue to do that if Sterling doesn't find a way to get some outside shooting.
Tarian up top being guarded by Barry, who's coming out. She's got to respect the three-point shooting of Tarian. Now they battle down low, and they are going to town down there.
Yeah,
it's been a battle all day.
Definitely physical away from the ball, whether it's Tarian and Barry, Tarian and Sire.
Tarian momentarily had some open space as she's fouled. I believe this was going to go against LaTanya Barry, her first, team's third.
And you're seeing Cherokee doing a real good job on those drives, drawing the defenders their way and finding the open girl. And twice in the last minute or so, they've been able to do that and dish the ball off to Alexa Tarian.
Tarian hits the first. You may recognize the last name. She is the daughter of former Flyer and current NBC Sports analyst Chris Tarian. One of two from the line. She also has two sisters that were also phenomenal athletes as well. They haven't seen her dad walk in the building yet, unless he came in late.
Well, they might. Do they have a game?
The Flyers do have a game tonight at 7.
Tonight at 7, but they're on the road. They're in Ottawa tonight, so may see. I've heard that he does try to make it out to obviously all the games, and Tarian only a junior, and I'm sure going to be getting some looks.
I didn't know. I always thought she was senior. Okay. Yep.
Cherokee out to a double-digit lead, drive and a hoop by Racinto. And Sterling in a 14-2 hole right now. Only bucket coming from Tatiana Johnson.
And that's a great job of Jacinto sensing that there was a seam, opening it up there and used a quick first step to get to the hole.
Too hard to handle for Barry. Transition offense, and that's another travel by Katie Fricker. Sterling going to try and make a substitution here to jumpstart the offense. Jacinia Johnson going to check into the game, replace her sister Jasmine. Hard to tell those two apart.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They actually played soccer for the first time this year on JV. And I couldn't tell them apart either.
Yeah.
And you're one of three, but
right.
your two siblings are brothers, so it makes it a little bit easier. I think you guys don't look alike at all.
I used to look like Chris when we were younger, but yeah, as we're growing up, kind of just don't look alike.
Under 5 to go. Racinto's got a shot to put it up at the buzzer. That shot is good if it goes off the glass, and no good. But Cherokee getting the better of Sterling here. 14-2 after 1.
Yeah, just a tough first quarter, and again, it's going against a very good Cherokee team. But the one thing you have to look at here in this first quarter is that Sterling's really hurting themselves. They're forcing too many shots. Just in general, look out of control in the offensive end. And as we alluded, they're hustling on the defensive end. But this team is so good. If you overcommit one way on a hedge to a drive to the basket, they're going to find the open girl. So. And obviously Alexa Tarian is somebody who you've got to be aware of where she is on the floor at all times.
Lexi, you talk about the Johnson sisters playing soccer. What kind of impact did they have on your team this year? What did they add to the soccer field in the fall?
For the first time in playing soccer, they impacted the scoring sheet quite impressively. They work together well on the team, like the same way they do on the basketball court.
What made them come out for soccer? Is it more to get in shape for basketball season, or
I think
you get a chance to talk to them about why they decided to come out with soccer their sophomore year?
They said they wanted to get involved more, and part of it was to get in shape for basketball season, which I think is their main sport they play. But it was nice having them out there. Always had a smile on there, didn't complain about anything.
Speed, obviously.
Speed's always there.
Speed's a big part of it. And you also have Nia out there as well.
Yeah.
Who's been a big part of your offense.
And defense, yeah.
So Cherokee will inbound right in front of us. Appostar to inbound. And the second quarter is underway. Glad you joined us here on Channel 19. Rob Strauss, Kevin Schulz, Lex Lambertino, Tad Kozaneski, and the rest of the crew. A doubleheader today, and an offensive foul away from the ball.
You can see when Cherokee's running their offense, they're doing a real good job through picks and screens of creating space on the floor for Lexitari, and obviously ended up getting a foul there, but really good movement in that half-court set offensively.
Offensive foul against Marley Sire. That is her second, team's fourth. That's going to force coach to go to the bench and bring in Raina Pelkak. So Coach Marchese forced to go to the bench at the 7:30 mark. 3 on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound. Tatiana Johnson looking up ahead for Pelkak. Had to wait for the pass. Now she's being guarded by Tarian. She's in trouble. Finally finds Holloway. Holloway, the floor general, barks out the play, trying to set something up.
Just gotta keep moving.
Barry, a non-factor through first quarter.
Turkey's all over them on the offensive side.
Holloway, step off 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Racinto.
Boy, Cherokee's playing a real tight, lockdown, man-to-man defense. Very impressive. Sterling girls can't get any separation.
Traveling again on Fricker. On her drive to the hoop, took one too many. Might be able to get away with that in the current NBA, but not here at Sterling. Cherokee going to go to their bench in just a moment. Kessler going to check in for the Chiefs, and a foul on the drive to the hoop, and Sterling go to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go against Racinto, her first, and that is the team's third. Tatiana Johnson to the line for Sterling. 49% from the free throw line. That's an area where Sterling needed to get better last year.
Yeah,
so far so good.
I'm as much impressed with Cherokee's defense as I am what they're able to do on the offensive end. And you know, a lot of their points, other than an outside shot by Tarian, have been created through ball movement, screens, and just moving the ball around and being patient till they get that open opportunity.
1 and 2 at the line for Sterling. 1 field goal for Sterling. All the points coming from Tatiana Johnson. Never thought that would be the scenario here.
Yeah.
And that's a credit to the defense, as you mentioned earlier, that Cherokee's playing the shutdown defense.
Yeah.
And they've really slowed this game down. Tarian down low, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Tatiana Johnson looking up for her sister. Nia Holloway, and a collision there, and foul's going to go against Katie Fricker.
And good job of Nia Holloway coming to the ball. That's what I always say, that pass is loose. Don't just stand there, or it would have been going the other way. And in going to the ball, she was able to draw the foul.
4th team foul, first on Fricker.
See if Nig gets up and started here.
Sterling in need of a bucket here. This has all the markings of a very, very low scoring affair here this afternoon. Outlet pass up front. Had Tarian momentarily. Air ball put up by McFadden. and it will be Sterling basketball.
You see Cherokee trying to get points in transition, but kudos to Sterling there in transition, getting ahead of the pack and not leaving Cherokee with numbers going the other way.
Marley Sire jumps up from the bench. She'll check in at the next whistle. Holloway telegraphed that pass, picked off by McCaffrey. Tarian wide open in the middle and an easy lay-in for Alexa Tarian, who has 8 to lead all scorers.
Looks like Tori Wills is going to check in too.
And Sterling's going to take a timeout. 1 field goal for Sterling through nearly 12 minutes of action.
Yeah, they just got caught flat-footed there, and as good as they looked defending the last fast break by Cherokee, didn't look good there. You can't. We talked about knowing where Alexa Tarian is at all times on the floor, and she was wide open right in the middle and went in uncontested.
(16-3), and Sterling in need of a jump-starting offense. Kevin, I don't even know what coach could be talking about here to try and get things going, but
yeah,
I mean, they're obviously in need of some points here. I mean, just who's going to be? Who's going to step up?
I mean, the Cherokee has basically been completely negating any drive to the basket. You see our drives to the basket, and we're left with putting the ball up off bounds. I think if you don't get by somebody, and they're quick defenders, like I said before, just circle back out and restart it. And, you know, if you've got to sit out there for a minute to keep moving the ball around, do that. And again, you don't want to be predictable. We saw it a couple times where if you're predictable against Cherokee with the way they play defense, they're going to hedge on some passes and pick them off. Got to use head fakes, ball fakes, get the defense going the opposite way that you're passing.
Sterling going to go with a little bit of a smaller lineup here, and they throw it away. They're going to go Holloway, Wilsey, Tatiana Johnson-Sire, and Pelkak. And now they're going to make a substitute. Holloway going to step out. So Coach Marchese shaking things up here for Sterling.
Yeah, she's done this. I know last year had done this, and at times was able to get an offensive boost off the bench.
Sometimes you got to do that, because obviously what the starters were doing wasn't working, and you can't stay with it forever. McFadden thought about the 3, being guarded tightly there by Raina Pelkak.
And the group you have out there, they do a good, solid job at defending. You can see right now, Cherokee does not have a lot of room. You see, they're making Tarian fight even that much harder to find open space on the floor.
I think 4 of our starters right now are sophomores.
And this is trouble for Sterling. 5th team foul, but more importantly, Marley Sire just picked up her 3rd at the 3:57 mark of the 2nd quarter. And that could be the trouble as Tarian drives to the hoop, fouled. And on the rebound attempt offensively from Olivia Kessler, she'll go to line to shoot a pair. 6th team foul on Sterling, and the foul goes against Leilani Franklin.
Not a bad foul right there. They did a good job. In that situation, you're going to collapse on Tarian. She's their big scorer. And then when Kessler gets the ball in an open space, yeah, not a bad foul. Make her go to the line, make her know there's going to be a body in her face when she shoots.
1 of 2 from the line from the senior.
Good rebound.
Tarian almost had the rebound. Tatiana Johnson being guarded tightly by the aforementioned Kessler. Johnson on the drive. She's fouled before on Fricker. That's her 2nd. Team's 5th. I'll check that. They're going to go McCaffrey on the foul. Wilsey in some trouble. Tarian picks it off. Deflected pass finds Fricker. Fricker one-on-one. She's fouled by Wilsey. And that's a foul you got to take there if you're Tori Wilsey. Nothing easy.
And good job by Fricker, knowing Wilsey was bearing in on her, to use her body and guarantee that she would draw the foul and get to the free throw line.
5 of 6 from the line. And a timeout. It's a full timeout.
Still a low-scoring game. I think the story of this is Sterling not being able to generate any offense against a tough Cherokee defense. As we look at our crowd there on hand.
A Saturday back-to-back home opener here, and it's been a while since we've had a Saturday back-to-back home opener this early in the season. Some of the super fans were out here in attendance. I know members of the basketball, girls and boys basketball team were here earlier. Checking this one out, a little pre-holiday. You can see Jordan Wallace there on the bottom of your screen. And we'll see if we can get her in the broadcast booth. I would love to hear how her experiences here at Sterling helped shape her as a Division I player at Rutgers.
I believe last time I looked, they were like 10-1,
I think. Their only loss came to LSU. And would love to talk to her about, you know, how she's developed as a player at the collegiate level, at the highest level imaginable, and what that experience has been like. And it's
definitely big time.
And you're playing for a legend, and C. Vivian Stringer. We got a chance to talk to her Jordan's senior year when she checked out the state semifinal matchup. And she was nice enough to come on and talk to us. 2-2 at the line for Fricker, and it's now a 16-point lead. Sterling 1 field goal in this game. Barry down low, making 2 field goals, count the basket and the foul.
Yeah, and that's the type of pass that LaTanya Barry can thrive on. Just getting it, using the body, and get it to her while she's turning.
Fouls on
her to just go right up.
6-team foul. True at the line for Barry. That's Sterling's 2nd field goal of the game, and they needed one in a big way. If they can cut this to a single-digit lead for the Chiefs before halftime, I think that would be a win.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you know, Sterling's not able to do anything against his Cherokee defense, but Cherokee isn't exactly lighting it up on offense.
Fricker on the drive. She's fouled. Coach Marchese wanted a walk. She didn't get it. Right there,
doing a
shuffle.
Good job moving laterally right there and getting the defender to move. And that's a skill that not all guards who drive to the basket have. You're going forward and you have to move sideways at the same time. And you know, that last couple steps is what gets the defender out of position and allows you to draw the foul.
Again, 2-2 at the line for Fricker. She has 6 points, 4 of which coming from the free throw line. Wilsey in some trouble right in front of the Cherokee bench. Goes around a screen, finds Johnson, passes off to Franklin. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Wilsey. Wilsey's gonna leave that one short. Rebound down low to Terrian. Terrian walks. She doesn't like the call, but I believe it's the correct one.
Yeah.
I think she was thinking about trying to stop, pop, and take the 3, but I think she realized how far away she was a little too late.
Yeah, and I think usually early on in the season you see and we've had a lot of walks today, you see a lot more than you'll see towards the latter end.
Jump ball will stay Sterling basketball. 21-6, 2.5 remaining here in the half. It's been all Cherokee, and kind of a sloppy first half by both teams. At least double-digit traveling calls, and that one's thrown to Wilsey.
Good save
presence
there.
of mind to avoid the backcourt violation. Barry, one-on-one with Terrian, gives it up to Johnson. Johnson, off the mark, rebound to her sister, who puts it up and in. Tatiana Johnson, her 2nd field goal. She has 5 of Sterling's 8 points.
Well, if you get free and you get an open shot, you've got to make the most of it. And Tatiana Johnson did right there, because they're not getting free that much on the offensive end.
Terrian one-on-one with Barry. Berry wins that battle. Sterling in transition now. Wilsey almost loses the handle, looks down low for Franklin. Johnson with the fake, goes baseline, back up for Johnson. 90 seconds left to go in the half. And a 5-second call. McCaffrey on the defense. Inside, looking for Fricker. Fricker loses the handle. Holloway loses the handles. It's right back to the Lady Chiefs. Tarian, offensive foul. Good job by Tatiana Johnson to step in.
Is that Tarian's second foul?
That's Tarian's second, team 7.
So they're gonna get her out right now.
They're gonna bring in Christiana McFadden, the senior, and Tarian's gonna more likely than not sit for the final 71 seconds.
This is your chance to take advantage of a Cherokee team that doesn't have Alexa Tarian in there. Only a minute, a little over a minute, but
kind of
try to
looks like she's
create
doubled
some
up.
quick offense here. And they
Holloway for Wilsey. Wilsey for a long 2, leaves it short. Berry with the rebound, leaves that one short. That was a gift, and she just couldn't get it to fall.
had Berry out there on the perimeter.
You're Cherokee.
See her down low.
You may want to just back this one out and hold for a final
absolutely,
shot.
Absolutely. I want to hold on to the ball as much as possible.
It looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah. If you were Sterling when Tarian went out of the game, you were thinking maybe you could get a couple trips down the floor without her in there, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case here with 15 seconds left.
McFadden controls. Working against LaTanya Berry. McFadden in trouble, turns it over. And a double dribble, 2.1 remaining.
Yeah, shame. That was a nice steal there by Tatiana Johnson. Just kind of got a little ahead of herself.
2 to shoot. They're going to bring out LaTanya Berry wisely, who has 2 fouls. You don't want to pick up her 3rd with 2 seconds remaining in the half. Still plenty of time to get a shot off. And 1.1, so this is going to be a catch and shoot situation. It's a catch and shoot. She's got to get it off. I don't know if she got that off, but either way, it's not going to count. Would have been a 3. It looked like she did not get that off, but either way, well off the mark. And Sterling in need of offense. 3 field goals to count for in that first half. We're going to see if they can regroup offensively, come out of the second half. Sterling trailing this one 21-8. We'll be back with second half action right after this. Sterling in need of some offense here in the second half, trailing the Cherokee Chiefs 21-8. Take a look at the leading scorers for these teams, and you look at Alexa Tarian, 8 points. They're spreading the offense around, Kevin, and really not much to talk about with the Sterling. There's your leading scorers right there.
Yeah, and the defense is definitely affecting what Sterling has not been able to do on the offensive end. Real tight defense. And one thing you noticed, Rob, on a lot of drives at the basket, usually you'll have, on the first couple steps, you'll have some open space, and they'll start defending as you get down lower.
And Tarian in foul trouble as well. She has, not 8, so put her out of the game, but Alexa Tarian, 2 fouls, as well as Racinto. I think the big thing that we can take away is the number of turnovers. And we got these stats from Coach Jones. Sterling, 22 turnovers in that first
That's a lot
half.
for a game, let alone a half.
And we are honored to be joined in the broadcast booth by class of 2016 graduate, now a rock star at Rutgers University, Jordan Wallace. Jordan, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
What did you see here from Sterling here in this first half?
I see good defense, but we need to calm down the fouls a little bit. I think that's the turnaround right here. They've been able to stay in the game because they're hitting all their free throws. And right there with what Marley's doing, that's what we need to keep doing, getting it in the inside, because I feel like that's the game changer right there.
You've been in situations like this before, Jordan, where things aren't clicking offensively. What do you do to try and get that back?
Me personally, I think you just need to continue to pound the inside. You clearly see the height advantage with LaTanya and Marley, and just the aggressiveness that they have on the inside. I feel like we just need to keep isolating them on the block. We'll get it done. We'll get it done.
Nice little floater on the baseline from Nia Holloway. Got away from Alexa Tarian, who has 2 quick buckets for the Lady Chiefs. What do you like what you see so far out of Alexa Tarian?
Ooh.
Tough foul there.
I love the aggression. I love how they keep trying to go attack the basket, and once they get that momentum, I feel like they're gonna come back in no time.
Definitely have come to life in the second half. I think you nailed it, Jordan. Getting the ball down low is the key, because they haven't been able to get anything off of any of the drives to the basket, or anything that starts on the outside doesn't make it down low because of the tough defense you're seeing from Cherokee.
Right. And then once they start collapsing on the inside, that will just open up a lot more jump shots on the outside for the guards, and then things will just start moving from there. We're much bigger on the inside. We should be able to get these offensive and defensive rebounds. And Marley has the right idea, even though it's tough. It's tough down there.
Foul on Marley Sire. That's her 4th. And that is going to force Coach Marchese to the bench, and Jordan just has that look on her face, and I think she feels, the look on your face depicts exactly what Marley's feeling right now. She only got about 1 minute and 20 seconds of game time there, and she's going to sit majority of the game.
That's rough.
Good steal by Sterling. Leave, and one-handed pass.
Way to share the ball, though.
Tatiana Johnson. Jordan Wallace likes it, so do the Sterling fans.
That's
Sterling
what I'm talking
all of
about.
a sudden 3 straight field goals.
Yeah, and you're definitely seeing Sterling amp up the defensive pressure, and it's getting this Cherokee team out of sync. Not looking like they did in the first half.
And they're doing a good job of shutting down the other big girl.
Tarian up top working against Berry. Tarian gonna drive. Can't get the ball. Rebound by LaTanya Berry.
Great rebound.
Johnson, and they're gonna call a travel on Nia Holloway. Cherokee gonna make a substitution. Olivia Kessler gonna check into the game for the Lady Chiefs.
Good. Yeah, great play there by LaTanya Berry on that drive to the basket by Terry, and really kind of pushed her away, or fended her away from the basket, and put her in a tough shot.
They're gonna say,
come on, man.
They're gonna say that that's Cherokee basketball somehow.
Bounced right off her leg. That's good D.
They let it ride now. karma.
Latanya has great post defense.
Well, here's your chance to get it within single digits. And the way Sterling was playing that first half, you didn't think you'd ever get it to this point. But, boy, they've really come out and done a nice job here to start the second half in the first few minutes.
Jordan, you finished your career with 1,277 points. Latanya came into this game only needing 92. She's going to flirt with passing you.
Right.
That's a good career.
No, yeah, she's been doing a great job. I've been trying to keep up with watching her, supporting her, everything she does. And I just like her game. She's very physical. Stay out of foul trouble and get more post-ups. She'll get 2,000 points. And some.
Timeout, Cherokee, 30-second timeout. And Jordan, I know you were really, I was talking to you earlier, so excited to come back. You were like, the training room looks the same, the hallways look the same.
Yes,
it's hard for us to believe as teachers and coaches and to an extent broadcasters that you left here just 4 years ago. You're a senior now at Rutgers, and it's just kind of a mind blower. Tell us a little bit about what you miss most from Sterling.
What do I miss most from Sterling? I just miss my family here, all the people that has helped me along the way, Coach Dallas, to Sean, my neighbor, to everybody, all the teachers. It's just refreshing. Like, you guys are my family. You guys been with me from day one, and I just love coming back and just seeing everything, because it's just like a flashback, you know?
Favorite memory?
Favorite memory?
On the court, let's go on the court favorite memory.
On the court favorite memory. Definitely Group 2 championship. Cutting down that net, hugging Kate at the bench. Favorite memory. Favorite memory.
Baseline jumper. Finally falls for McCaffrey, her second bucket of the afternoon. And back to a 12-point lead for the Lady Chiefs.
That's what I'm
Holloway,
talking about.
nice drive. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Tarian.
They gotta keep taking that basket. That's the key.
4.5 remaining here in the third. Sterling and a block on Fricker, but they're going to call the foul before that. I believe they're going to call. They called that on Jasmine Johnson. Fortunately for Latanya Berry, that's Johnson's first, team's second.
Cherokee coming out of that timeout look a little bit more like the Cherokee team we saw in the first half. With the ball movement, the well-placed and timed drives to the basket, seeing the opening happen and getting that quick first step there.
Fricker rattles the other one home. 6 for 6 from the line. She has 8 points this afternoon, and Cherokee out to their largest lead of 14.
Fricker's been one of those key players as a sophomore here that's
steal by Tarian. Tarian all the way, lays it up and in. Tarian has 6 in this quarter, 14 overall. Johnson with some handles. Passes it off to Tatiana Johnson. Wilsey checking into the game. Going Wilsey, Johnson, Berry, Tatiana Johnson, and Raina Pelkak off on the near side wing. Berry trying to create space against Tarian. Baseline drive by Pelkak. She runs out of room, and it will be Cherokee basketball. Young lineup out on the floor right now for Sterling. 3 sophomores and a pair of seniors. Excuse me, junior and a senior. Tatiana Johnson, a junior. Traveling violation, another turnover. I don't think either coach is going to be happy with the turnover count on either the bus ride home for Cherokee or in the practice, most likely on Monday.
I can't wait to be at practice.
And Jordan will be at practice on Monday.
Can't wait to be at practice.
And practice, you were telling me, on Christmas Day?
Yes.
Or Christmas night?
Christmas night, got practice. First Big Ten game on the 28th, so my coach is not playing. We'll be having Christmas dinner right after practice.
Wow.
Oh, that'll be a cool little team bonding event, though. But I'm sure you would much rather be at home with your family.
Oh, I miss my mom's cooking so bad.
She's gonna have to put them in a Ziploc bag
She's
for
gonna
you.
have to make me a Christmas breakfast. that I can't forget.
Once again, welcome back to our broadcast booth. Rob Strauss, Kevin Schulz, class of 2016 graduate. Jordan Wallace now playing her collegiate ball at Rutgers University. And congratulations on what is now your senior year. You guys are 10-1 on the season. Only lost to LSU.
Don't remind me, please.
We're not going to remind you about that one. We're going to focus on the 10 wins that you have. What's different this year from last year from your team up at the Rutgers University?
I definitely feel like it's our chemistry. Our bond is like no other, on the court and off the court. We understand each other emotionally, mentally, and I feel like that has been the key to just overall just having to focus on what we're doing. You know, when you're getting along on the court and you could just focus on what you need to do, I think everything flows a lot smoother. And I think that's just been our advantage this year.
What are some of the team bonding things? You mentioned the Christmas dinner. What does Coach have you guys doing, both in the off season and during the regular season, to kind of gel the team a little bit?
Well, we spend a lot of each other because we practice with each other every day. But off the court, I know our coach has us doing a lot of activities.
Johnson, the hoop and the harm. She'll go to the line to try and cut into this double-digit lead for the Lady Chiefs. Foul is on McCaffrey, her second. Team second. Leaves it short, rebound.
Yep, on the floor.
Fricker.
That's a great hustle, though.
How much do you wish that you had one more game of eligibility here at Sterling?
These are some of the greatest memories of my life here at Sterling.
We'll get to some of your highlights and probably what we think is going to be. Well, you mentioned the championship game. We'll get to that in just a few minutes next time we get an opportunity.
I've never seen this gym more packed in that game.
And we haven't either.
Electric atmosphere.
It was just amazing.
And even talking about it, I don't know if I could speak for you, Kevin, on this. It gives me chills still to this day. The hair on my arm stands up when we think about how crazy.
I still go back to YouTube and watch all those highlights all the time.
Wilsey ahead of the pack. Wilsey can't get it to fall. Rebound to McCaffrey. Sterling needed that bucket. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third, and it's been all Cherokee.
Yeah, Cherokee again, you know, Sterling made a run after the half, but after that timeout, after they had the unforced turnover, they've been a different team. And there you see things like that, great movement away from the ball, great look by Terry, and they're clicking right now.
This is a tough one here for Sterling. They haven't been in a rhythm offensively. They had a little spurt at the beginning of the third quarter, and a hand check foul against McCaffrey.
Here's that last pass right there. Good job. Again, we talk about having a good look, and a good pass has a lot to do with waiting for the play to develop, and that's what Terry did on that last one. Just waited for things to happen, waited for her girl to get open away from the ball, and they were able to convert another one.
Johnson for three at the top of the key. Leaves it short, rebound to Fricker. Fricker, nice look to Racinto. Racinto, no, gets her own rebound somehow and falls in the hands of Johnson. She's about to lose the handle, but goes off the face of Pelkak and falls in the hands of Terry. Under a minute to go. And Cherokee gonna back it out. All of a sudden, Sterling down 18. Sterling started this third quarter, shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
And then that was really about it. It was a quick hitter. Ten seconds, and now they'll set up their offense.
Strong.
Kessler doesn't take the screen. They go to McCaffrey. McCaffrey off the back of the iron, no good, and that's how we'll enter the fourth quarter. Sterling trailing this one 35-17. We mentioned the highlights, Jordan, of your career here at Sterling. Let's cut to it right now.
Wallace in the high post. Going to take the shot and hit. Working against Megan Smart now. Cologne finds Wallace down low, yes.
Some of these other players here.
Carter to Wallace, yes. Really getting some attention. Zapata wide open from Wallace, lays it up and in. Finkowitz quickly up to Taylor Carter. Has Naomi Carter up top, fakes. Carter around one, finds Wallace. Wallace turn around, yes. 5 seconds remaining in the South Jersey Group 2 Championship.
Oh, man.
And the scoring Lady Knights.
No, me too. When it came up,
is greater than me. They are the 2016 South Jersey Group 2 champions.
Wow. Just, what do you, I'll let you take it because there's nothing,
so
all
bad.
the feels right now.
Tearing up. Jeez.
Tell us a little bit about that experience for you, because we talk about it all the time on these broadcasts of how electric that atmosphere was. What was it like for you on the court?
It was just amazing, and just the journey of getting there, just being closer to every one step each year, and then my senior year finally getting there, it meant everything to me. I just felt totally blessed, and just to be doing it with Kate and have Kate instilling all the values that she instilled in me, and just for all to come out in that game just meant everything.
You guys had a tough loss the year prior at Lower Cape May.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Which was really, really rough, and to
that
come back to bounce.
Definitely.
And that's what I was about to ask you. How much of a motivator was that to come into the 2016 season, your senior year, to kind of cap off what you guys started?
It was huge. We just wanted to focus on doing the little things and just watching film, watching all the games and stuff that went wrong, and just working on the little things that we needed to do. Came all out in that season. We were way more motivated, way more intense, and I feel like that was the difference that year.
How much did the fans energize you guys? I've never seen this gym more packed. It was the best atmosphere I've ever been in my life.
I know.
And you can't recreate that.
That year, I just felt a different type of love from the students and just all my friends at the game. I was friends with almost every single person in that gym. Them coming out to show support just meant everything, And it just showed. It was a beautiful moment. When I was running out, shaking the hands and just seeing everybody in the stands, it just felt amazing to me. Like, that's the only word.
That gym has never been more packed. It's not even that packed at graduation.
No, I still have a picture on my phone that I look at from time to time. It was just they had the big flag, the big blue flag that was in there. That was crazy. I don't know. It used to. Oh, there it is. There it is, right there in the corner.
And the thing about that game, so there's times it got to within 6, but we never felt like you guys were going to lose that game.
No.
It just felt like that was just you guys weren't going to allow it to happen.
No, we definitely weren't. And then we had Haddonfield, which was our 3rd time playing them. They've always been a rival, so it just put a little bit more toughness into that game.
Well, I remember when the cheerleaders came in, they were a nervous wreck because fans booed the cheerleaders. And, it was all in good fun and everything, but you could tell the crowd from the beginning was going to have an impact in that game.
Even when we were warm, that's what I'm talking about, Marley. Even when we was warming up and like the other fans, like Haddonfield fans would know our names and just shout our names during the warm up, I would just be like, oh my gosh, you guys are in tune.
This is the picture. You can see it right behind LaTanya right there, the
yes,
Knights Nation banner.
That's the Knights Nation, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's
that was
super fans bringing their A game.
That's the picture that I have.
And how we talk about this all the time about how happy we were for Coach Kate McDonald being so close so many years, and I know how bad she wanted it, and what a moment. Unbelievable.
I know. So Marley comes in and just gets fired up right away.
Sterling not quitting here, down 17 with 6:21 remaining. And if you're working on anything in practice, obviously working on limiting the turnovers, what's one of the things you're going to work on with LaTanya on Monday's practice?
I just really want her to get she runs the floor like great. And if she just runs the floor and just get them easy post-ups, like just her one-on-one with somebody, turn it to the basket, they would be up 20 before they even know it. She can score all day like that. Just run the floor, getting them easy post-ups. Just throw the ball inside, have her turn real fast. That's all she needs to do.
Patient set here offensively for Cherokee, and why not? But the defense trying to get the 5-second call. They didn't get it. It's going to be Nia Holloway's second foul. And a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And that's one thing that Sterling prides themselves on is this tough defense.
Yeah, and Nia has to do what she has to do. And again, it's definitely, you're playing an outstanding team. It's definitely not a lack of effort on Sterling's part. It's just, like we said, time again, you're going against a team that plays really well defensively. They're lockdown defenders, and this gauges where you are right now. This is a good early season test and tells you what you need to improve on.
What kind of offense do you ladies run up at Rutgers, and how different is it from what you ran here?
There's so many. My coach has a play for every single thing. Literally, I feel like like you want a jump shot, you can get a jump shot anywhere on the floor. She got set for every single thing, for every single player, and she does that on purpose because in the game time set score situation, she's gonna be like, what play do you want to run? What play do you need to allow yourself to score? And then we're gonna run that play and get an easy bucket. Like, that's just how my coach thinks.
What was your biggest adjustment going from high school to college?
I would say conditioning.
Okay.
Getting in shape, being able to, because college is fast-paced. You're just running the whole time. Like, it's literally a track meet. So I had to really get in shape and pride myself in that, and I got in shape the last year. I'm in good shape right now. I feel like I can keep up, and it's just you can think clearer, decision making is quicker, and I feel like that's the difference when you go to college, just being in shape.
How tough was it to adjust to the shot clock? Obviously with high school, they're flirting with the idea of instituting a shot clock in the high school game, 35 seconds, or 30 or 35? 30-second shot clock in the college. How tough was that adjustment?
It wasn't so tough because in AAU I played with a shot clock a little bit because they have it in AAU, but I just feel like it just makes you have to make fast decisions. Like, you can't just sit there and hold the ball and waste time off the clock. Like, you need to be able to. The point guard needs to notice, are they in man or are they in zone, and then they call the play from there. Like, you need to get into your sets a little bit faster than you would in high school. So I just feel like it's just a little bit more up tempo in that sense.
Do you think that they should institute a shot clock in high school?
Yeah, I feel like it's only fair because then it just keeps the game interesting too. You don't want one team to just keep the ball the whole time on one half of the court and then just run time off the clock.
And they had that, a couple teams last year, not around here, but did that. And that's why people are moving towards it.
It keeps the game competitive, Each team gets a chance to work as hard as defense as they do on offense.
What do you think would be a fair number to set the shot clock at the high school level?
High school level, I feel like 30 and 35 seconds is good. Get them adjusted to college early so they're used to it.
I know it's been talked about. It's been rumored.
Yeah, it happens at AAU. I played it with a shot clock in AAU a couple times just because those competitive tournaments, they don't want the teams to hold the ball like, many teams do. And it just keeps the game more interesting.
Steal by Johnson. One-on-one, actually one-on-two now. Puts it up, leaves it short. Tatiana Johnson with the rebound and the putback. Sterling hanging around here at 15, halfway through the fourth quarter, but they're going to need to get some offense here. Obviously, Cherokee working their kind of keep away patient offense here with a double-digit lead.
Yeah, this is a good team. With this type of effort, Sterling is going to win a lot of games.
Oh, I love this team.
Coming up short right now against a team that right now is better, and deservedly so. They're the #1 team in South Jersey.
So much potential just with Marley, Latanya, and the guards.
Yeah.
I just feel like they can do so much to just focus on the details and have a little bit of pride, and I feel like they'll be fine.
That's a perfect example there against a lot of defenders. That pass, you won't have somebody like Turian, who has the sense of knowing where the ball is to be able to turn and get that ball away from Marley Sire, who was ahead of the pack.
Good defense. Yup.
Nia Holloway, she is fouled by Olivia Kessler.
I also feel like the difference is the same intensity that they came out in the second half is the intensity they should have started the game off with. And it would have just been a totally different ball game.
And this Cherokee team with, they've got some youth. Obviously, Turian's only a junior. Racinto's a freshman. Fricker, who I feel like is probably an unsung hero in this game, but has done a lot of the little things defensively, probably has 10 to 12 points.
Turian just picked up her 4th foul. That sends Nia Holloway to the line. Hits the first. So Sterling does have I believe a tournament over they'll break for the holiday.
Play more good teams there.
What score are they at? Eastern?
I believe it is. I'd have to check the schedule.
Right.
Almost a steal.
On the floor.
Franklin, and it's gonna be a push, I believe, against Franklin. It is her 2nd foul. It's the team's 5th. 13-point lead, 2:29 remaining. You gotta love the tenacity still on defense from Sterling. They don't give up. That's not how this team has ever rolled, whether it's with Coach Marchese or I know with Coach Kate. That's one thing that she definitely stressed.
Hey.
Marley Sire has just fouled out of the game.
Well, I just appreciate her aggressiveness overall.
Yeah. Now they're still diving on the floor and doing what they have to do. And like I said, this type of effort is going to win them a lot of games. You don't always come out with your A game, especially you have back-to-back games. Your shooting might not be on, but having effort on a consistent nightly basis is a big recipe for success.
Obviously, when we get back into school after the new year, that's when the conference matchups will start. And obviously, Sterling always circles Haddonfield, and they will be good this year as well. But it's great to see the fans come out on a Saturday afternoon and support both the boys' game, which was phenomenal as well, and this game, which was tough throughout. Messy at times with all the turnovers, but not for lack of hustle. Holloway for 3. It's no good. Rebound goes. Turian could have picked it up, but she let it go out of bounds. And now that gives Sterling an opportunity to trap. Turian right in front of us, had plenty of room. Now it's a 2-on-2 the other way. Turian will back it out. 1:40 remaining in this one. And Cherokee well on their way to a win here on the home court opener for Sterling as Barry picks up the foul. What's the fan support like at Rutgers? A lot of...
It's amazing. We got so many alumni, just people that are fans of Coach Stringer. So we just bring so many people from so many generations.
How many years has she been there?
Roughly, I have no idea, but I know she got maybe 500 wins there.
Wow.
To add to her 1,000 wins, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Turian is done for the night. Had a phenomenal showing here, unofficially. 16 points.
Came in as advertised. She didn't shoot a whole lot from the outside, but I believe made a couple, and was a physical player, outstanding on D.
Speaking of defense, that's a great block by Justinia Johnson.
Rebound.
Good hustle by Barry. State Cherokee basketball, 68 seconds remaining. Here comes the block by Justinia Johnson right into your living room here. Well, Tanya Barry's day is now complete. .60 seconds remaining. Picked off by Pelkak. Pelkak looking ahead for Holloway. Holloway fouled, count the basket. Holloway will go to the line. Last foul was on Delaney Jackson. First, it's the team's 8th. Holloway leaves it short. 2 of 3 from the line this afternoon for Nia Holloway. And Cherokee looking very strong here this afternoon, Kevin.
Yeah. And their conference is full of some bigger schools, so they got their work cut out for them.
It's gonna be a foul on Holloway, her third. Well, Jordan, while we have the opportunity, we appreciate you coming on and sharing a little bit about what your experience is like, both here as a player and at Rutgers. We wish you nothing but success in your senior year. I can't believe we're saying
this.
It's
unreal.
Thank you guys so much.
Just been great seeing you.
Absolutely.
And good luck. And I'm going to try to search you out on the, you said, well, the Big Ten Network games or where your games are on?
Yes, Big Ten Network. I know my senior night is March 1st.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget who we're playing, but that should be a good one.
We'll make a surprise road trip up there for senior night.
No, definitely.
We'll bring the Superfan banner.
That would mean everything to me, honestly. If Sterling was to come to senior night.
I'll rock the "We is greater than me" shirt.
Yes, we is greater than me.
Or do we go with the red? Like what do we do?
Come with the blue.
We go with the blue?
Come with
what if you're
Sterling.
playing a blue team though?
Sterling everything.
Okay, Sterling everything. Now we know. Now we know.
Sterling works.
March 1st. We'll circle that on. Maybe we'll do we can't broadcast it live. We would probably get in trouble for that on the with the Big Ten Network.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't think about that. I'm like, Sterling wouldn't mind, but yeah. That could be a problem.
I'm sure the Big Ten Network would have something to say about that.
Strauss used to work here.
Well, Schultz said it was
such
okay.
a nice guy, yeah. It's a shame.
Cherokee will back this one out, but before they do that, Nia Holloway will commit one last foul. But a good test here for Sterling early on, only the second game into it, a young season.
Oh, they're going to take this game and get way better. Way better and learn from this. I can already see TJ and Bigums over there applying what they're about to do on Monday.
Yep. Dallas, man, a few words. I don't think I would do whatever that guy tells me. If that guy ever yelled at me, I would, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Oh, he kept me in place. Check all the time.
Need that, though, every now and again.
Yeah, no, you do. He's
Well,
the
we would
general.
scrimmage against you guys, and inadvertently running into him is like running into the wall.
It's a brick wall,
Yeah.
literally.
Yep.
Posting up on him is impossible. You got to take him outside.
Holloway with a bucket attempt at the end, and Sterling will fall 45-28, and a great effort defensively for Sterling, but just the turnovers and the lack of offense in that first half really killed him.
Yeah, like we said, this is the measuring stick of where you want to be, and this is a tough Cherokee team, #1 in South Jersey for a reason. Did a lot of good things, and Sterling's got a lot of season ahead of him.
Jordan, we thank you for joining us. Best of luck at Rutgers.
Thank you so much for all the support. I forever bleed blue.
There you
This
go.
is forever my home.
Very good.
And I'll always be a Knight.
There you go. Right. Jordan, best of luck. Sterling drops this one 45-28. We'll see you next time on Channel 19 for Kevin Schulz, Jordan Wallace, Lexi Lambertino, the entire Channel 19 crew, headed up by Todd Kalzaneski and the Tech crew. I'm Rob Strauss. We'll see you next time. Good night.